Okay, so Destiny's gonna be working out problem number 13, and problem number 13 involves probability. Some of the answer choices, as you can read, say likely, most likely, certain, things like that. Those each represent the probability of an event happening. The first thing you definitely want to do is look at the diagram, and if it's not written there for you, you make it yourself. Again, if something is not going to happen, it is not certain, not likely, that is a 0% chance. So if you make yourself a table, and I'll draw one right now, of 0% chance or 100% chance, it kind of gives you a range of where your answer should be. If, for example, the problem says pick out a black marble, and there is no black marbles, which means you have 0% chance of getting it. 0% chance is still a chance. And I know it kind of sounds a little silly, but not having the ability to pick out something is an ability. Does that make sense? I mean, 0% chance is still a quantity, or a value, so to speak. So when you look at these probability problems, think about it as a situation. Even before you try to solve for the answer, think about it as, okay, there's half a chance that's going to happen, there's 0% chance that's going to happen, or 100% chance that's going to happen. Okay, so without further ado, Destiny's going to work out problem on probability, and here she goes.
The problem number 13 problem says Jill was the first student to select a token. The probability of that she she randomly selected a green token instead of a purple token, which would be described as. So I just wrote down all the things. Blue. There's two blues, and then red.
So while she's doing that, I want you to notice what she's doing, and she's actually listing the information, and that listing is also another way to solve these problems. Although the information that was given to her is there, she made herself a different list by still organizing that information. This is definitely a strategy that you might want to use, because anytime you can organize your work, to me it just seems like it's a lot easier to solve these problems. So Destiny was one of the ones that got this problem correct, so this was her strategy, okay?
So how I figured it out, because it says what is the possibility that she would get green. Well, there's 4 out of 9, so it's 4 out of 9, and then so she would most likely get 4.
4 out of 9. Now, at the beginning of the video, I explained to you that a certain percent chance or an unlikely percent chance, also you can refer to it as a percent. So if it's unlikely that it's going to happen, that is where you are, if it's impossible it's going to happen, that is where you have 0%. 0% chance means it's not going to happen. A certain percent chance is 100% chance. So it will happen. So if you're not at 100% or at one hole, this is not certain that that's going to happen. So it can be A, and it can be impossible because there is an option, there is green, so it has to be either likely or unlikely. So without even having solved for any percentages or anything like that, you narrow your answers down like that. Now, unlikely, if you think about it as this being 100% chance, unlikely falls under here, around this area. This is 50% chance. Okay? Unlikely falls under here. So you look at your fraction. Is this less than half? And if it is, you kind of base your answer on that. So what was the correct answer here?
C.
The answer was C. Because it is likely that it's going to happen. Okay? It doesn't have, the odds are, the odds are not so narrow, so to speak. Okay? So thank you for watching the video, and email me if you have any questions.